This will give them a feedback of for the providers of education and for the university lecturers as well as other stakeholders.
It will be like a benchmark.
It's actually, yes, you are correct. You use the benchmark word here is right word, because we have also subject benchmark statements we are now been preparing, and also we have appointed subject benchmark committees which recently, and now we will be working on that benchmark statements for all the subjects. Already about 22 subject benchmarks have already been prepared. So, but it will be it is an ongoing process. We will be reviewing it. We will be making it more sort of up to date and updating it, and so that's a process. But in the meantime, and also we are also learning, because it's a learning exercise for all of us, because nothing is perfect. We have to see that our subject benchmark statements are being compatible with international standards and also meet our requirements, and all universities understand that, and then we practice it and we review it. Then all these are being practiced and instituted in the university courses. Then we once again go through the quality assurance mechanism to see that all these ingredients are in place and actually taking place. Then obviously there will be a lot of problems encountered by the universities in actually implementing them. But we have to learn our experience through learn, and also identify the best practices as adopted, and also if there are difficulties, how we should go forward.
Now, when you was talking about the subject review,
yes.
Professor, now are you also looking at a sort of curriculum development and refining the curriculum, maybe to include, say, for example, industry-based learning, and also get the input from the industry itself? That is, not to make it very theoretical, but to have experts like agriculturists and professionals and industry experts giving input and making the curriculum more sort of hands-on as well. Is that a feature that you are looking at?
I think that's a very good question. Actually, when you are developing the curriculum, you should have the input from the industrialists and also the people who are going to employ. And also I would like to add there the entrepreneurship also should coming in. So that's a very good question. First of all, we want to see what are the courses available now, and what is the standard of them, and how the curricula has been organized. Then we have this curricular review process is also an ongoing process, and that is also associated with certain other issues related to, because you can't just take curriculum review just individually, but we have to take it in account with all the stakeholders involved, like the professors, the industrialists, and other educationists, and everybody. So that process is also being looked after in that context. So so we are actually in the process of always reviewing the curricula to meet the current needs, and also now we are trying to include more modular system, where that students should be able to have a combination of modules which will be much more popular and also much more relevant to the world of work. And also we have to ensure the students are getting the culture of the lifelong learners, because it is in the recent survey done in the World Bank, actually most of it is not how much of knowledge you gain is not the issue, but at least you should be able to adapt to new situations and also try to get new competencies, new skills, even after being a graduate. So although the graduate being you are producing is not only a graduate who will be in a particular subject, he will be mastering that subject, but also he should be prepared as a potential lifelong learner who should be able to undertake his own learning management of his learning exercise, because he should be able to learn new skills, he has to face new challenges, and also to be innovative, and this kind of thing you have to develop. But one thing I must say here, the universities are taking the students after the advanced level examination, but it is only 3 years or 4 years a student spends in a university system, but actually a majority of the students, or the major portion of the students' life is spent in this preschool and also secondary education, where they are being prepared to enter to a university system. So we have to consider a review and also reorientation of the courses conducted in the advanced level, and also the way the education is provided in the education sector, in the general education too, because to make them to much more as self-learners, and also as a student-centered learning had to be encouraged from the school itself, rather
so
than.
has that started happening? That is
I
reviewing that?
think with the education ministry is actually taking part in that project, where they are actually reviewing their curricula every 8 years, and the National Institute of Education, which is responsible for curricular development, is actually looking at it. And so we have certain input from them, and we have a certain sharing of our views on this along with the education ministry, and they are definitely taking note of that fact, and they are introducing as much as possible, gradually making the students more project oriented and also lifelong learners. And that is the way we should look at from as a, it is a process from
Package.
the, yes, because that is, we can't just straight away get a student to be a innovator or a entrepreneur just because he comes to university, but we have to do it on a program which is going to be like a sequence of events like that. So, but we are taking it into account, and with the new Mahinda Chintana, with the new vision, I feel we can concentrate on this more seriously and try to achieve these objectives if we actually get together and do that. Yes.
Yes, so we are speaking to Professor M.T.M. Jiffry, Vice Chairman of the University Grants Commission. So we will take a short break and we will be back with you soon. Stay with us.